Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the iceHQ ice rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia, on Wurrungjoi, Woiwurrung traditional land for the iceHQ Recreational League Division 6 Grand Final between the Reapers in the purple and the Rock Lobsters in the red. These two teams have fought it out for a couple of seasons so far. They've been bitter rivals in Div 5 and Div 6, and this season it is the grand final battle. It's fair to say that the Reapers finished on top of the ladder and would have gone into this as fairly convincing favourites, except for some stuff that happened later on, where the Rock Lobsters have been on a heater for the last few rounds and have come through with a couple of straight sets wins and won their way through to the finals after finishing fourth on the ladder with a plus-minus of only 2, so they were pretty lucky to scrape through, but they've been on a great form of late, and last time these two teams played, the Rock Lobsters did beat the Reapers 5-1, so a convincing win for them, and that was back on September the 6th, so not that long ago at all. And then in the final series, the Rock Lobsters have won their way through very nicely. So it's great to see them on the ice, and it's going to be a good show. The Reapers, though, they will be hard to beat. They've got some great goal scorers in particular. Watch for Scotty Somerville. He can put the puck where the other team certainly don't want it. And in the net, Sarge Morris, who's a bit of a legend around here at iceHQ. In the net for the Rock Lobsters is filling in Lockie Walsh. He's got a grand final win from last night from one of the Div 5 teams that he was playing for, but now he's playing Div 6 tonight with us tonight for the Rock Lobsters, and that's Lockie Walsh will be in the net for them. Goal scorers and players of note, people to watch out for, in particular for the Rock Lobsters, watch out for Colette Morgan. She's a little Canadian and she is an absolute rocket. Came from a ringette background in Canada and only started playing hockey about a year or so ago and has absolutely taken to it like you would expect and has been superb. And again, for the Reapers, they'll be missing Alex Holly. He's great at the face-off dot. Very hard man to beat indeed. It's a shame that he's not on the ice. But the Somerville boys will be excellent. Bree is excellent in defence, and Scotty Somerville, well, he can score goals indeed. So watch for them. And Daniel Brodie will be aggressive and strong in defence. So too Bradley Green, some excellent players there for the Reapers. For the Rock Lobsters, players also to watch out for will be Adam Flair, who's pretty effective, Matheson Stosic, who's fast, Colette Morgan, as earlier mentioned, and in particular, watch out for Adam O'Connor, who's pretty handy, nicknamed Red. He can score goals when he wants to. He's pretty handy and very, very effective around the ice. Also, if Harry Carr can put the puck on the net, he will score goals too. Unfortunately, number 80, Carl Brewer, that's me. I'm not able to play this game tonight. I would have been in it, but I've first victim of the concussion protocol, so I've had to set out. I get back to come back and play tomorrow. So the Rock Lobsters, my team. I'll do my best to make the call as unbiased as possible. I would love to be on the ice. O'Connor taking the opening face-off for the Rock Lobsters and wins it, but it's unclear. It ends up on the stick straight away of Somerville, who tries to get a shot away, but he's blocked. It's a nice defence. Lockie has to watch the puck go into the corner. Gabby's looking now to bring it out, but Bree Somerville manages to keep the puck in for the Reapers. And the puck down deep in the corner, cycling around nicely, but the Reapers, they can't keep it in this time. Just losing grip there a little bit was Mitchell, being pressed by O'Connor, who cycles in. But we're going to have our first whistle of the game, and it's an icing. If you're not familiar with the icing rule, if the puck crosses the centre line and you play the puck out of your defensive zone and it crosses the centre line and then crosses the goal line at the other end without anyone touching it, it is the crime of icing and you're brought back for a defensive zone face-off. There is some more nuance to it than that, but that's essentially the gist of it. That's pretty much how it works. Taking the face-off, Brad Green for the Reapers. They will be missing Axe Holly. He's a very hard man to beat on the face-off dot. Colette Morgan, though, manages to clear the puck out of the zone, and here come the Rock Lobsters with the first genuine chance they have of the game. Nice poke check by Colette Morgan. She gets in close. She tries to make some move. Got loose in the slot. Bink, but they couldn't get it to him. Puck comes across the front. Bink gets a stick on it, but goes into the corner. It'll be battle now for O'Connor. Sorry, that's Dylan Young. The puck comes out now out of the zone, and trying to pick it up was Megan, for the Reapers. Bink backhands it, tries to get it past some pressure. It's onto the stick of Young. Morgan has it now. She plays cross ice. Lucky to get away with that one and went across looking for Deland. But that wouldn't go anywhere particularly useful. Bink now just chips it in. Tries a little juicy bouncer. Loose in the slot. Pressure now by Young. But they clear the puck out of the zone up onto the rapidly moving play there of Jack Baker for the Reapers. But they're both teams changing at the moment. Britta plays the puck up the ice. Just not as cleanly as she would have liked, but it comes back the other way as the two teams play a little bit of table tennis, and it will go for no icing on that one. is playing the puck around the ice. Adrian Owen plays it up. Tried to find the stick there of McKnight, but it went behind him. McKnight now has a chance. He looks up ice. He's got Britta moving up the middle. Tried to make the pass across. She couldn't get it. She was pushed away by the Reapers' defence. Now it comes back the other way. Tash Hudson will have to race back. Is going back there quickly to try and get it. It's Baumgartner. Got there first. Tash Hudson battling for it on the boards. She's got to overcome a much bigger, stronger guy. The Reapers now looking to put it in from the point. There's a tip in, a chance for Baumgartner, but that wouldn't go either. And they clear the puck out of the zone, and we've got an offside. If you're not familiar with the offside rule, if the puck comes out of the offensive zone, so it crosses the blue line, all of the attacking players have to leave that zone before any of them can go back, and any of them can play the puck on that side of the blue line as well. The way to think about it is puck you. Puck, then you. Try and say that in a hurry when you've had a skinful. Regardless, O'Connor now tried to chip it through on the face-off. It comes back in through the defensive zone. They play across ice out of defence there, and they get away with it. O'Connor now has a little bit of a chance. He's being pressed by Somerville. Somerville tries to take his options away, but O'Connor gets through, gets a shot away. Gardner, save there made by Sarge Morris. So everyone deciding to have a bit of a tumble. Prentice flings it in from the blue line. Now Somerville battling with Prentice. They're picked up there by Harrison Carr. O'Connor now has a little bit of time, waits, delays on the shot. Tried to get it up to Bink, who's caught behind the net. O'Connor now with another chance. Just puts it across the slot. It was a nice chance for a tip in there for Bink, but he was surrounded by purple. As Carr dumps it deep in, he was being pressured by Scotty Somerville. Puck up high. And the Rock Lobsters will be caught offside. Not much there Harrison Carr could do. He had to chip the puck in. The puck had just come out, and he had too much momentum to do much about it, so offside. Not a big deal there for the Rock Lobsters. They won't be too disappointed with that one. The one shot on the net for them. 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first. No goals scored as yet. Last time these two teams played, the Rock Lobsters did win 5-1. Throughout the season early on, it was all Reapers. Tash Hudson dumps it in deep. It won't be icing. She played it from the correct side of the red line. Going in to put some pressure on them is Young. He's got Colette Morgan loose in the slot. If you can get the puck to her, she's dangerously unmarked. It went high though. And they'll clear the puck out of the zone this time, and it will be picked up. Jack Baker trying to do it for the Reapers. He's looking for options. Hasn't got too much. Skating down the middle though, Chris Mitchell well positioned. Hudson tries to clear it out of the zone, but is pushed away from the puck and ridden off it. Colette Morgan though, she has a bit of room and she's got some speed. She hits the Jets. She's got some players with her, but she has to leave the puck behind. A beautiful poke by Kurt Hollis. Did a nice job on her. Now the puck's deep into the slot on the stick there of Adam Fleer. It'll go in now and having to pick it up. The Rock Lobsters looking to get the puck out of the zone. Morgan tries to get it clear and it comes out of the zone. She's got a bit of a chance now. She's got some speed. Hasn't got anyone with her, so she tips in and goes back to get a change. What good option. The change is more important than the rush, and no one knows that better than Colette. She does that very nicely indeed. She's going to be a duck coming up for the AWHL season, hopefully very soon for her. But offside was McKnight. Desperately trying to get back on side was Gary Fiera, but couldn't quite get back in time, and McKnight just carried it over the line. Not a bad outcome for them, but not what they would have liked. As Greeny for the Reapers moves up to take the face-off. And wins that one, chips it through. McKnight couldn't get it. It's barreled up, and Baumgartner was going through to try and do something with it, but ran into Carr, who blows a tyre in the play. Bree Somerville now, it's a bit of room, doesn't manage to get past Bink though. Bink now with room in front of him, chips the puck ice, was trying to get to McKnight, went a little bit past his stick. McKnight barreling in, gets there first, battles for it behind the net, blows a tyre, Podge dumps it out, but only gets it up to Carr, who has all the time in the world. He shoots it in, it's high, but plucked out of the sky by Somerville. Somerville was under pressure from Patterson, and it goes into the corner. Bink will get there to battle for it for the Rock Lobsters, who plays it up ice, but doesn't clear it out of the zone. Green was there for the Reapers, and the Rock Lobsters this time will clear it back, but only as far as Somerville, who just chips it past the pressure. Prentice was trying to deny him some space. Somerville now battling on the boards. Prentice has it under his feet, clears it out of the zone, only gets it as far as Green, who goes backwards and forwards, but gives it back to Patterson, and he goes for a change. Prentice barreling in, he's been on the ice for a while. Somerville look to try and play it up ice, but no such luck. And the referee will call that one for a delay the game penalty. Somerville, unfortunately for him, put the puck out of the rink. If it hits the net directly, then you're guilty of the crime of delay the game. And as a result, the Rock Lobsters will have the first power play of the game. O'Connor on to take the face off. He's got Prentice and Britta Nelson waiting to charge in. Tries to put the puck in the slot. Doesn't win the face off cleanly though. Plays it back up to his D. Hudson puts it in low. Not enough on it though. Now coming back the other way, Somerville, he can score goals. He tries to get through, but O'Connor is back there in time and has the puck down at his feet, and they take his time and space away. Remember, they're on the penalty kill, the Reapers. The Rock Lobsters want to get the puck out of the zone first, so they don't want to get too complacent. It's down under the feet of Hudson, who chips it round. O'Connor now has a bit of room. He's got two in front of him. He's got one with him. And now he gets onto his forehand, takes a shot, but it goes high over the shoulder. Tries to put the puck back into the slot. Getting something onto it was Sarge Morris, who dumps it down deep. Just a little bit casual there and going and fetching at the Rock Lobsters' defence. Hudson just ambling back. She should possibly move a smidge quicker. I'll try not to coach. Somerville now putting some forechecking pressure on. Colette Morgan on now for the Rock Lobsters. Is charging in is Young. Tries to get the puck in, but it's deflected onto the netting. And that's what happens. Just a brief delay now while teams line up and reset. Still penalty with 45 seconds to go on Somerville. Morgan tries to backhand it in, just blowing a tie there and taking a tumble was McKnight. Morgan runs around, gets a little dribbler in. Morris saw it just in time and swept it into the corner. Morris, a little bit slow to get back to his feet, was Patterson. And there's a stick abandoned in the middle of the ice as the puck is dumped in it deep. Just 25 seconds to go on the penalty. As picking it up now is AJ Owen, who looks up ice. He's got all the space and time. He moves up quickly, tries to get some speed on to get through. He's got to get past Green and does. Blast straight past him, but in the process loses his foot, and Green is going to get two for a trip, which will extend the penalty. So what will happen now is Somerville will come on at the drop of the puck. And for a very, very brief period of time, it'll be 3-on-5. But then it will be 4-on-5 as Somerville comes back onto the ice. The Rock Lobsters will need to be wary of it because he'll come in from behind. Might not necessarily be aware of the fact he's coming. Harrison Carr, though, has seen it. And he's coming over just to keep an eye on the situation. He knows that Somerville will be coming on behind him. You can see him looking over his shoulder and just checking the boards. He knows drop of the puck, there'll be that extra player on. And if the Reapers can get the puck out, and they do, he's going to be straight into the play. And there he goes, around the back and barreling in with a truckload of speed. But Lockie Walsh decides to play it instead, tries to get it away from Somerville. Remember, the Lobsters still do have 2 minutes now of power play. They're sitting in the box is Brad Green. Harrison Carr comes up through the middle. Britta Nielsen just provide a little bit of cover. Carr goes right, gets a little bit of a shot. Not much on it. He's behind the net with the puck still. It's loose in front of the slot. No one wanted it. It bobbled out. Prentice couldn't get there in time. All the Rock Lobsters have to reset. 1 minute and 30 to go now as Patterson has time. He's got Somerville in front of him with an active stick. Tries to get it past him. Does. Finds Prentice. Prentice gets a shot in, but it's blocked before it gets to the net. The Reapers doing a good job of shutting that one down. Green's going in. Lockie Walsh comes out to play it and just tips it into the corner as Harrison Carr skates around. Reapers changing. Now Patterson has the puck, but he's beaten to it by Holder. She can't play it up the ice cleanly though. Reapers with a bit of time. They could dump it clear if they wanted to. McKenzie goes across ice just to run a bit more of the clock down on the penalty. 55 seconds to go on it. No goals yet scored. 4 shots on the net by the Lobsters, none yet for the Reapers. O'Connor now has a bit of room on the power play and he moves up. He's got Young out wide if you can get it across to him. Young skates in unmarked to the slot. He's clear. Hudson can't get there fast enough, and now it's Somerville coming back the other way with no one in front. He's got 3 racing back trying to get to him, but he's going to get a shot, and he does. But unfortunately for Somerville, it goes wide. He gets a second chance on the backhand, though. Still no one there for the Rock Lobsters. They let him have it. Just a little bit overly complacent there on the power play. Hudson now skates it up. She's got room. She tries to get past Holder and does, but leaves the puck behind. Young dumps it in. 13 seconds to go on the power play. This is where, again, the Rock Lobsters will need to be alert to the threat of the player coming back on the ice. It'll be Bradley Green coming back on in just a few seconds, and they'll be back up to full strength as Lockie Walsh comes out to play it. Green now back on the ice. We're back to 5-on-5 as Harrison Carr comes up through the ice. He's going to get just about taken out there by Green, who came straight back on. Bink couldn't hold it. The puck just kept into the zone, though, by a swinging stick there on the part of Deland. As Bink's battling for it, but it's played out there nicely by Green, who does a good job of getting it out of the zone. This time it's lost down in the feet of Deland. Couldn't get onto it. Morgan, though, he's going in now to put some pressure on the Reapers, who have to play the puck up the boards. Jones now turns around looking for chances. She tips it up, tried to find Mitchell, but it went just past him awkwardly. It's Lucy in the slot, safe there made by Lockie Walsh. She has to push it out into the corner. It's pretty fierce and furious, this one so far, this game. Morgan now looks like she's going to try and steal the puck from Mitchell. Couldn't quite. Mitchell just had just enough speed to get there. Just not able to keep the puck there out of zone. Deland, who let it go up. It's up high, but the Reapers not able to take advantage of that loose puck. Now Morgan can't quite get to it. It's pushed back in by the Reapers D. And now picking up the puck and looking up the boards. So standing still, McKnight waiting for it high on the blue line. He probably needs to get a bit deeper. Morgan sees the opportunity, moves in with some speed. The shot is taken there by Somerville. He's the goal scorer for the Reapers per excellence. And you know that when he's on the ice, you've got to take him out of it. Owen now goes in to put some pressure on the attacks. Somerville with the puck once more behind the net. Not where he can score from, but still where he's dangerous. As the Rock Lobsters need to clear it out of that area if they can. Now Somerville with a chance, tries to get it backhanded, but it wouldn't quite go. It was close. Plays it up ice. It's out of the zone now. Luckily, the Rock Lobsters will need to get a change. Bretta Nielsen on the ice tries to do something. Goes up the ice as the Lobsters now changing. Still on the ice now, McKnight. He'll be looking to get a change as well, but he can't do it now. Somerville with room. He gets a chance. He winds and he shoots, but the shot goes up high over the top. Lost sight of it there, Walsh. It's still loose. It was bobbling around. It went vertical from Lockie Walsh. You can see the shot come in. Somerville takes a shot and it bobbles straight up in the air and it ended behind him. Walsh lost sight of where it was, but eventually managed to gobble it up and shut it down. 1 minute and 45 seconds to play in the first. Still no goals on the net, on the scoreboard. Backhander shot there, fired in by Brad Green. That wouldn't go. It went just a smidge wide. Somerville manages to hold the puck on the blue line through sheer force of will. Shot fired again. Walsh has it loose in front of him. It's a big juicy rebound. The Reapers couldn't quite get onto it. Unlucky. It's now Patterson dumps it up high. Finds Prentice moving up. He's got Somerville coming in. Somerville swings a stick. Prentice comes back, gets a shot, but it goes wide. He was looking perhaps for a tip in there by Gary Farella, but that wasn't quite going to happen. Farella now with the puck down at his feet, tries to put it into the slot, digs twice, but Somerville lobs it out of the zone, getting past Hudson, who has to race back and pick it up. Hudson being chased by Bree Holder. She plays it up the boards. It's a good choice. O'Connor does the same, but the clearance out of the zone, unfortunately for the Reapers, went to someone they wanted to, but he didn't capitalise on it. Prentice now has it. Tries to get around Somerville. Takes a shot. It's loose in the side, and the Rock Lobsters get the first one. Prentice put it in the slot. Sarge Morris made the first save, but there to clean it up and fix it up and put it in the net was Adam O'Connor. So the Rock Lobsters with the first goal of the game with just on 30 seconds to play in the first period. Prentice got the shot on. It's just a little bit of mishandling through the neutral zone, a bit of a minor defensive error. You can just see on the replay here that the puck bobbles forwards, and just there to finish it off was O'Connor, and just may have been a stick or a skate, but either way it went in. Just on 10 seconds to play in the first. Not quite sure what's happening here with the change from the Rock Lobsters. Colette Morgan a bit slow to come on. Maybe a little bit of delay the game. Morgan tries to blast through, comes across the front. They're going to shoot now quickly if they can. McKenzie gets a shot, but will be beaten by the siren. At the end of the first, the Rock Lobsters 1 from 6. The Reapers none from 7. Both teams have had some pretty good chances. Lockie Walsh there, very lucky with one that bounced almost over the top of his head and came over the back of him, but it didn't quite go in, and he managed to get down on the top and shut it down. This game proving to be as close as we thought it would be. The period gap 1 minute. We'll see what happens with the second and third. The Reapers want to get one back quickly. They've had plenty of chances. They've been a little bit unlucky. But that's what happens in this game. Sometimes you do get a bit unlucky, and that's just the way it goes. A little bit of puck luck, a little bit of momentum. And that makes all the difference. This is the final grand final for this evening. We do have a couple more tomorrow. We've got the Division 10, the Beginner League, and the Division 9 grand finals tomorrow. They'll be starting at 4 o'clock. We'll be all finished with our grand finals. And next week here at iceHQ, we have our throwback tournament. All the teams that, we'll see some old jerseys from the first couple of seasons here. When iceHQ opened up way back in 2019, it feels like forever ago now. It was before COVID. And there'll be a lot of old jerseys. A lot of players here playing for the Rock Lobsters and also the Reapers have started off way back in the early days. Alex Holly, one of the stalwarts, he's not playing tonight, unfortunately, for the Reapers, but a bit of a legend here of the game. He's been around for a long time and manufactures jerseys and so forth. If it's good stuff you want, Holly's not a bad choice. Face off won by the Reapers. Morgan going in though to put some pressure on, forcing the Reapers to have to rim the puck around. Patterson goes in for it. Puck's bobbling around loose high in the slot. Reapers manage to clear it out of the zone. Sutherland's coming, but he's being pressed by Morgan, who takes his time away. Walsh watches it go into the corner. Morgan gets there first. Harrison Carr there as well. She just pushes the puck into the corner. She's got to beat Somerville, who's about twice her size and weight. He gets the puck into the slot, but Harrison Carr clears it out. Britta Nelson gets enough stick on it to get past Podge. And then the puck goes back deep into the defensive zone for the Rock Lobsters. Bree Holder comes in to take the boards away. Nice play there up to Nelson, who can't get the puck out of the zone. Does eventually, though, gets through Morgan's feet back to Podge, who fires it back in deep. And that's not going to go for icing. Harrison Carr now has the puck and a lot of room. He looks up. He sees Sutherland coming to put a bit of pressure on him. Somerville, gets around him. Just lucky. The Reapers leaving the puck. The Rock Lobsters leaving the puck behind there in the slot for way longer than they'd be comfortable with. Carr just being a little bit fancy, but now he's got a bit of room. Doesn't get past the pressure, though. He leaves the puck behind. And now they dump the puck in deep. The Reapers, they were looking for Somerville, who was moving up the ice quickly, but they couldn't get it through to him. McKnight now battles for it, tries to put it in the side. It's back up to Carr, who's firing the puck in from the blue line. Doesn't get onto it cleanly. Podge there saw it bounce fairly weakly off his foot. He's now racing into the corner to try and get it. The two players battle. The Reapers looking to clear it out of the zone, and they do eventually, having to go back and tidy it up. Our Carr, he looks up ice, plays it deep. They'll be looking to get some changes now, the Lobsters. So just fanning there in the clearance, McKnight. It was an awkward bounce. And that puck will come back. And Carr will have to go in a battle. Loose player in the slot, though, for the Reapers. They need to fix that up, the Rock Lobsters. You can't let Jack Baker just sit there unmarked. But they get the puck out of the zone. Fortunately, Baker will have to reset. They've dumped the puck in, but they can't do anything until he clears out. Now Deland has some space, goes up through the middle, passes the puck, finds the stick of McKnight. McKnight will dump it in as the Rock Lobsters get some changes. McKnight still battling. He's surrounded by purple jerseys. He's got Fierro loose in the slot if he can get the puck to him, but instead it's the Reapers who end up with it, and they look to clear it up the boards. O'Connor just trying to own the boards, but can't get it cleanly. It ends up on AJ Owen's stick, who dumps it into the corner, trying to find O'Connor, who dumps it back for Hudson, but misses. And now Hudson will have to go back and pick it up behind the net. She's got pressure on her. She has to play it up the ice. O'Connor now gets the puck, tries to chip it up the boards, finds Bink. Bink chips it again, but only as far as Somerville fires the cannon. But there was a foot in the way. I think it might have been Bink who stopped that one. Hudson manages to take most of the sting out of the shot. And the Rock Lobsters will just clear it out of the zone. Racing back now to pick it up is Green. He's under pressure from Prentice. Has to make a quick clearance. O'Connor now has to deal with it, but he's going to be pressed tightly by the forecheck of the Reapers. They play it through the middle. Prentice shovels it back down the other end. Morgan's going to race to try and shut down the icing, but it will be an icing in the end. Somerville gets there first. And so the Rock Lobsters will have to go back for a defensive zone face-off. Some good pressure from the Reapers in that particular little stanza. But not able to get through, unfortunately, for them. As the teams will reset. Morgan against Mitchell as the face-off. Morgan will be playing in the development squad for the Ducks in the AWHL. She manages to steal the puck. She's away on her own now, Morgan. She's got a little bit of time. She passes across, gets it on to Patterson. Patterson on the forehand shoots. Sarge Morris was out of his net. He was trying to cover it. He made the save. Nice piece of play there. Morgan set it up, and she had Patterson with her. Patterson couldn't quite get the shot past a desperately diving Sarge Morris. Puck comes up to the point for the Rock Lobsters. Britta Nelson tried to shovel it in, but it was just caught awkwardly. It's behind the back of the net now for them. O'Connor comes in. battling on the boards for the puck, the two players. Now O'Connor's looking to put it up to, sorry, not O'Connor, I should say. Young was trying to put it up to Morrison. Sorry, put it up to Morris. No, I'll get there and put it up to Morgan. I'll eventually get there. The clearance not effective for the Rock Lobsters. But with some desperate back-checking work there, Dylan Young managed to just lift the stick of the Reapers forwards and shut down that chance. Lobsters with another attacking option there, but not able to finish it with Patterson. Manages to keep the puck in the net in the zone though. Goes across ice onto the stick there of Ferreira. Now coming back the other way, it's the danger man. It's Scotty Somerville, but he's pushed into the corner, tries to get a shot away, it bobbles across the front, and the Rock Lobsters will manage to clear it out of the zone, frustrating Scott Somerville there. That was a good scoring chance for him, but it is going to go for icing, and it will be brought back. And with 10 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the second, the Rock Lobsters with a very narrow 1-goal lead. Nice opportunity there for Scott Somerville. He is an excellent goal scorer. If you give him space in the slot, he's going to put it past your goalie most of the time. And you can see him setting up in the high slot, looking for Greeny to play the puck back into him from the face-off. The Lobsters well and truly aware of the threat, and they move straight up onto him to take him out of the game. At least they should. Puck went across the front. Harrison Carr just a little bit not able to deal with it. He tried to get the puck past Somerville. Chips away on the boards. Greeny now flings it in. It tumbles. As O'Connor will go in to get it. And he goes around the back of the net, looking for a chance to play the puck up the boards and get it out of the zone, and he does. There's no one there for him, though. He had Prentice moving, but not quite where he needed him. Somerville plays it across to Podge. Podge loses it under his feet. The Rock Lobsters offside, but Prentice had to race back, get on quickly, and they're still offside, the Lobsters. Maybe not aware of it. So we will have a face-off just outside the offensive zone for them, as Bink a little slow to get back to his feet. Make sure you don't have concussion or you have to sit 21 days. Ask me all about it. Today's my 21st day. Anyway, Harrison Carr circling back around. Just needs to take a deep breath and get some composure. As the Reapers get some changes and some fresh legs on the ice. Face off this time won by Morgan. She plays it back and it ends up with Carr, who goes cross ice looking for Patterson. Sorry, looking for Young. Young tries to chip it past Somerville but can't. Somerville gets past too. He's got Morgan though racing back to put some pressure on him. He does, but he manages a nice backhand pass all the same, but it ends up on the stick there of Dylan Young, who gets past the check of Mitchell. Morgan caught almost offside, had to slam the brakes on. As Young dumps it in deep into the corner. Reapers looking to break it out. Able to keep it in though was Hudson. She finds Morgan, who's got not someone loose in the slot in Britta Nelson, but she couldn't quite get it to her. Britta having to race back and back check frantically as the Rock Lobsters are making changes. Carr goes back to pick it up now for the Lobsters. He's got pressure on him. Pressure was effective, caused a loose puck and almost a turnover. And it's kept in here by Baumgartner for the Reapers nicely. The Rock Lobsters not able to clear it out of the zone. They've got a loose player in the slot again. They've left two players free there, the Lobsters. They've got to sort that out. That's twice now Jack Baker's been left unmarked in the slot. Morgan, though, picks it up on the way out, clears it out of the zone, gets past the check, but loses a footing in the process. Nielsen puts it in, gets herself caught offside. Everyone from the Rock Lobsters getting on the wrong side of the boards, and they just dump the puck into the corner. Not sure if they're aware there's now a delayed penalty. So Nelson races back to get it, and it's a delayed penalty. You might have noticed Lockie Walsh rapidly leaving the ice. It's because there was a penalty on Stefan Baumgartner, who will have to sit too. And so the Rock Lobsters with a chance now on the power play to extend the lead. Or can the Reapers get a shorty? Sure, they would dearly love to. Tie it back up with halfway through the second. We're halfway through the game. 1 goal the lead to the Rock Lobsters. We'll have an attacking zone face-off for the Lobsters. Can the Reapers turn it into a quick turnaround? They've got to kill the penalty first. It's too early for them to panic, and they won't. They keep the puck in the zone. The Lobsters, who get a shot from a distance. It goes wide, though. Fired in by McKnight, but it was wide of the net. Someone's got to want the puck, and they get a shot in the end. It's loose across in front of the shot. Nice piece of shooting there by Deland, who got a shot in. Has to go back and keep the puck in. It can't quite manage to it. He's going to be under some pressure now. Risky cross-ice pass, but he finds O'Connor. That was being pressed by Matthew Brodie. Lucky to get away with that one. Owen pushes the puck down into the corner. He's got sitting up on the point for him, waiting Gary Ferreira. Doesn't choose to take that option. Puck comes out of the zone. Lobsters forced to reset as Delan leaves the puck behind. Not under any pressure, luckily for him, as everyone changing. Goes cross ice. Unfortunately to O'Connor, who blows a tyre in the process of trying to retrieve it. So players battle now. It's Somerville has it. He loses his footing, and there's going to be a penalty on the Rock Lobsters, and that's going to be on O'Connor for a trip on Bree Somerville. That will return the favour. So we'll be very briefly 4-on-4. And then the Reapers will have the power play for around about 90 seconds or so. We'll see what happens when the clock will not start ticking on the penalty on O'Connor until the puck is dropped. So we're going to get about 90 seconds of 4-on-4, about 30 seconds of 4-on-4, and then about 90 seconds of power play for the Reapers. And the puck up high, it's flung in, but it hits the body of Prentice, who loses it under his feet, maybe not aware that it was there, but he gets the puck out of the zone. Just 18 seconds to go on the penalty before we go to 5-on-4. So it's 4-on-4 for just a few more seconds. Puck flung in deep. It'll be picked up by Fleer. He's going to have a little bit of forechecking pressure on him, but not enough. He plays the puck up the ice to Bink, but Bink can't handle it. Played back the other way by Podge. No one wants the puck. And we're now 5-on-4, so the Reapers now with the power play. Rock Lobsters need to be aware of it. They get a shot on the net, and they'll want to slow it down as much as they can. They've got the lead at the moment. There'll be an offensive zone face-off for them, which is unusual in a power play, so watch where their D position themselves. You'll see Hudson and Fleer sitting back quite a long way. They know they're on the penalty kill. They can't afford to get too aggressive on this one. The Reapers very slow on the change, which is costing them time with the power play. They've probably given away about 15 seconds of it. Face-off won by O'Connor, but it's behind the net for the Reapers, who look to clear it up the ice. They've got Somerville moving quickly. He's good chance now if he can get past the pressure. Gets onto his forehand, puts a puck across the front. He's looking for his brother there in Scott, but he wouldn't quite go. He's waiting for it, Somerville. Puck's loose in the slot. This is where the Rock Lobsters need to clear the puck out of the zone. They haven't got it out yet. Somerville gets onto his forehand and shoots, but there's bodies in the way. Taking a swing at it, Fleer. In the end, Lockie Walsh dabs it away. And Somerville waiting up high for it. Gets it onto his forehand, winds. Dummies the shot past Hudson. Dummies again, tries to get it onto his backhand. Flings it in. Walsh lost sight of it briefly, but not briefly enough for Somerville, and Walsh makes the save just in the last line of defence. 5 seconds to go on the penalty on O'Connor. He'll be back on the drop of the puck. This is where the Reapers will need to be careful, because he's going to come on behind them. They might not necessarily be aware of it. They're looking around now, and now they're aware of the threat, because it'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey on the drop of the puck, and O'Connor can score. They play the puck up high. Somerville winds a big cannon, but it hits someone pretty hard. I'm not quite sure who, but it has a second go at it, flings it in hard again. It's bouncing off bodies, but not making it through to the goalie. And now Owen tries to get past the big cannon firer, but it's rimmed around the back as Morgan was going in to put some pressure on him as well. Now Somerville goes back to return the favour, and it's rimmed around the back of the net, putting in some pressure now. Skating in hard was Owen. Having to race over quickly. Carr has to get there first, a little bit slowly, just chips it casually off the boards. Somerville's in the way, but Morgan will dump it in on the backhand. Forechecking pressure, doesn't get past many of the Lobsters, but it's clear now into the zone. Having to come across and fix it up is Owen, who clears the zone, dumps it in deep, but only as far as the Reapers, who are now playing a little bit of table tennis. No one wants the puck. Finally, someone makes a decision. It's mine. Oh, very close there indeed, as Lockie Walsh will be second-guessing that one. Now Ferreira for the Rock Lobsters tries to get it past the pressure of McKenzie, and does. Goes into the corner. Morgan tries to get a backhand onto it. She's still trying to chip the backhand in on the net. Sarge Morris is down there and makes the save. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second. It's the hard period for, in the first. Sorry, it is the second, It's the hard period for changes for both teams. Changes are awkward when you've got the bench on the wrong side. Rock Lobsters 1, Reapers 0. Very, very close indeed at the moment. 2 minutes to go in the in the second. I'll learn to count eventually. It's been a long night. Hudson just a little bit wrong-footed as Green comes through. But caught offside was Brody. You could just see he was about a metre across the line. Green was little bit frustrated by that one, but not much you can do. Players trying to make something happen. And Brodie was, he knew it as soon as he done it. He was caught offside. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in the second. Face off, chipped through by Green into the corner. Hudson will have to race back there and get it. She's under pressure. Chips it up the board looking for Bink. Bink goes cross ice, gets away with it. Was trying to find Patterson. Patterson racing through to get behind the... No one able to quite get there first as Prentice went down. Hudson will have to go back and get it again in the corner. She's under pressure once more. Same play, looks to play it up the boards. This time goes cross ice. It's never a good decision. Brodie this time can't quite get onto it. Bink clears it out of the zone wisely up the boards. It doesn't manage to clean it. Brodie kept it in still. Patterson now looks to clear it out of the zone. Brodie very assertive, but not quite able to clip the puck in. Now it's dumped back in by the Reapers. Rock Lobsters get the puck out of the zone, get it up to Prentice, who's looking to clear it, but Greenie very effective as well. He's on a mission. Rock Lobsters changing. They're exposed here a little bit. They play the puck back, puck back. Gets to O'Connor, who loses it. Now Green coming back the other way. He's got a bit of space in front of him, one to beat. But the poke check beautifully timed there by Flair, pushes it into the corner. And the Lobsters back in numbers. Holder tried to do something constructive, but that wouldn't go. A wild swing and a miss there by Flair. Not able to clear the puck out of the zone yet was Nelson. She swung at it. Puck goes in distance, goes a little bit wide. Lockie Walsh is down there with the puck. The puck is still loose, and the Reapers have got one back. Rock Lobsters just not able to clear the puck under pressure up high on the post. Not sure exactly who got that one. The replay looks like it's having a little bit of a conniption. We do get to see that wonderful video from the Reapers of their goal celebration. The video coverage is back on now, but I don't think we can get a replay of that one. But we'll see who scored it in a second. Referee's just waiting to have a look at the... We may have two streams now, but the goal scored there by Paul Holder. I don't know who got the assists on that one. Their first goal for the season, I'm not sure. 1-1, so it's all tied up at the start of the third. Hawkins did finish on top of the ladder. They would go into this game as favourites. The Rock Lobsters have been on a bit of a heater. Here, they kind of chips it through. Just trying to get some pressure on. But chip one instead, and one guy tries to drive it in. Owen tries to get past the pressure and leaves the puck behind. Picked up now by Carr, who circles around in the zone. He's confident in that save, but now he's got some space. What Lobsters will need to cover for him. He goes into the corner. He's got O'Connor floating around. The puck's loose in the slot. No one can get there first. But Harry does. He fires it again. The puck's still loose. It rolls off its moorings. The puck's cleared out of the zone by the Reapers. Referee just fixing Sarge Morris's goal up for him as it was disturbed on that little play. Good chance there by Harry. But he couldn't finish it off. Now puck fired across the front. Save there made Lockie Walsh. For the puck. 15 minutes to play. Scores all tied up, 1 goal apiece. And the larger bench of the Rock Lobsters triumph over the intensity of the Reapers. Puck's loose in the slot. Somerville there battling for it. Oh, not Somerville. They're sitting on the bench. The puck's still loose in the slot, but this time Morgan manages to clear it out. She finds McKnight. McKnight with room is carrying the puck up. Leaves the puck behind, but Morgan is there. She tries to get a shot away. Somerville gets a body down in the way of a lovely block. Second try to Sluice in the slot. And the Rock Lobsters get it back. Morgan got it across. Waiting in the slot. Getting a rebound. It's AJ Owen. You can see on the replay. Morgan got it across. Never a bad option to put the puck across the front of the slot. Rock Lobsters 2 goals to 1 with 14 minutes to play. If we go to 2 minutes to go, and there is a 2 goals or less differential, we will go to stop time. Time to face off one by the Rock Lobsters. Somerville Road tries to turn it up. Tennis digs it across with a backhand. Gets it on to the stick of Madison. He'll be blowing tyres all over the place. The puck's loose in front of the slot. Nice having to swing around as everyone's behind the net. So a little scrum back there. Flair now having to watch as Somerville chips it out. Tries to find, and does, Bree Holder, who will race in. And unfortunately for the Rock Lobsters and unfortunately for the Reapers, the race to the puck and behind Natasha Hudson. The Reapers will be brought back to the D-zone face-off. Team to get fresh legs. Anyway. D-zone face-off for the Rock Lobsters. You can see them setting up with 2 wingers in the high slot. Connor tries to put it in, doesn't win the face-off this time. It comes up high though, not able to keep the puck in. He's just able to keep the puck in. He's down, but it wasn't clean. They run it out in the end. Okay, getting back there first, O'Connor for the Rock Lobsters. He goes around the back of the net, looks down, wave pass, but they get away with it. It's going to go for icing if it crosses the line, and it does. Already brought back to icing as O'Connor flung the puck down the other end. At this point of the game, in order to win the game, the Reapers need to score 2. The Lobsters just need to keep them out. It's been pretty hard to come by so far throughout this game. Not that many shots in the net. Reapers with 15, Lobsters with 11. All the goals have been quick and dirty little rebounds. There's been no absolute rippers, but keep an eye out for, in particular, Scotty Somerville will know what he can do. Gets a chance, he gets a little bit of space. Lobsters know they have to shut that down. In particular, coming in on the face-off, his body's all over the place, drop right across the front of the net, it's loose. The Lobsters managed to clear it out. Somerville will get back to it first under pressure. Young chips it up past him. But Ferreira had to wait. And was still caught offside. Morgan circles in, trying to provide some options. They go cross ice, the Rock Lobsters would get away with it. Carr tries to play it up, bodies all over the place. Morgan not quite aware of the pressure coming from behind her. She backhands it around the back of the net, it's a safe choice. Now they go across the front onto the stick of Ferreira. He's dispossessed, Morgan dumps it back in. Lobsters changing. Puck cleared out by Somerville, who was trying to find Brody, but it's gone all the way deep in. Going in to put some pressure on it, racing in with Jack Baker. It will go for icing. For the Reapers, 11 minutes to play, 1 goal to lead to the Rock Lobsters. Reapers very much missing Alex Holly. It's face-off ability. Beat. Doesn't really matter. Teams really winning them cleanly. Hudson can't keep it in for the Lobsters, which dumps it back in. Not a bad choice under pressure. Alex to return the favour and dumps it in. Was trying to find a connection there on Jack Baker, but it got past him. He wind around the back of the net. Owen. Stuck in the corner for the Lobsters. They want to get the puck out of there. They don't want to let the same thing happen as last time they got stuck in a defensive press. This time they cleared up through the middle. It's out of the zone for them. Another just didn't be there under pressure. It was just up the puck back in there. Jack McKenzie doing the right thing, but he didn't have a choice. Cross ice, the Lobsters, but get away with it. Actually going in. Shot fired across the front of the net by Bink. Knight goes in to try and put some pressure on it. Patterson chipped it back in, brought everyone offside, but Mitchell now for the Reapers gets a bit of space, gets past Owen, gets under his forehand, winds and shoots, but it goes right blocker side. Hudson goes in for the Lobsters. It's loose in the slot. Not able to sort it out when Mitchell had a bit of a chance. Puck goes up high. Bink has to get it past Podge and does. Racing back now to pick it up for the Reapers. McKenzie, who's been pressed. Now Somerville has it with room. Chips past the pressure, but leaves the puck in a juicy position for Lobsters to pick up. Mitchell now looks up high, so there's a bit of room, chips it, trying to find Somerville and does. Somerville's going to have a Connor close racing back to try and take the kick off him, and he does. He gets a shot. Dangerous indeed there for the Rock Lobsters. Somerville will know that he can get a chance to score. Puck not still cleared out of the zone, it goes behind the net. Somerville, sorry, yeah. Lee Holder has another chance to do something with it, but she can't get much on it. Lobsters this time managed to, quite, they do clear it out of the zone fast. Connor now putting some pressure on Somerville. Goes back up. Wilson was caught up. Wilson knew that the players' teammates were caught offside as O'Connor goes in to try and sort that one out. Shooting the puck up the boards. It's clear. He dumps it in deep. 8.5 minutes to play. 1 goal to lead to the Rock Lobsters. Wilson goes in to try and put some pressure on the D. On the forecheck. Somerville goes it across to Somerville, but it'll be straight to Flair, who tries to do a little bit of a backhand. Didn't get into much on it, but fortunately for the Lobsters, Morgan was there. She's got 2 in front of her, and 3 with her. She just leaves the puck behind a little bit, and it's picked up by the back-checking Green. Puck goes into the corner now. It'll be Prentice who goes to get it. He tries to put it into the slide. It goes across the front. Morgan's there if she can get onto it. Somerville, on the other hand, he gets there first, and he's got some speed. He hits the Jets, but he's pressed by Morgan. They go across ice, but only as far as Prentice, who was there to shut it down. They clear the puck back up the ice and goes through the feet of Ferreira, but he gets past the check. He gets it onto his forehand and shoots. But Somerville's there, beautiful diving save there, keeping his team in the game over and over again. Now it's dumped deep by the Red Clippers, and that will go for icing. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to play. 1 goal to lead to the Rock Lobsters. There's been no shots for the last few minutes. There's been a lot of work, but no shots. Madison looks to put the puck onto his backhand. The slot for the Lobsters. Puck goes into the slot area. Bink couldn't get much on it. It wasn't a bad piece of play though for the Rock Lobsters. Bink moves into the slot, stick down on the ice, trying to be an option for Green now. So Brody's coming up. He's got Carr in front of him. Trying to occupy the space. Brody gets onto his forehand, takes a shot. Rocky Walsh sees it wide with the pad. Carr has to go in and battle for it. Gets the puck now in the end. He's looking up ice. Tries to get past the first check and does. Luckily for him, he got past the second one as well. It's chipped through. It's on to Patterson. Patterson's got 1 to beat, and Sarge Morris gets onto his forehand, chips it past. No goal, but it's still loose. Reapers are there in enough numbers. Bink is still loose in the slot if he can get it. Patterson goes across now to try and pick it up. Sorry, Young. Young sweeps back onto his forehand but loses his footing, and there's going to be a penalty on the Reapers. Not what they need with 6.5 minutes to go with a 1 goal deficit. Not much they could do about it. Sometimes when you're contesting the puck, that's just a bit of bad luck. But heading over to sit 2 is Chris Mitchell. He'll do 2 for a trip. Doesn't matter if you meant it. You can see that loose puck. It was sitting behind Sarge Morris. Trying to put it in there was Daniel Patterson, but just couldn't quite get to it. One of those awkward bounces. With 6 minutes to play, the Rock Lobsters with the power play. They chipped the puck through, tried to get it through to Nelson, who was on the burst coming through. Puck fired in from a distance. Caught and plucked out of the sky by Somerville. By golly, he's worth every cent you pay him. Absolutely outstanding game from Bree Somerville. Can't remember how many opportunities he's shut down just through pure desperation and absolute heart. He's trying again to shut it all down. It's on the penalty kill. The puck's down somewhere. No one knows where it is. O'Connor had lost sight of it. Dellahan is going to have to race back. Just a little bit of disorganisation there on the penalty kill for the Reapers. You can see that Somerville wanted to charge up. Didn't want to at the same time get overexposed. It's stolen through the neutral zone, but eventually Morgan finishes up with the puck. She gets past one, but not the poke. And now it's onto the stick of McKnight. McKnight plays it across to Owen. 1 minute to go on the power play. Owen's looking for Morgan. Owen's going out to put any pressure on him. Again, the Lobsters don't actually need to do anything except not get scored against. Morgan circles around. She's got to get past Somerville. Puts it into the slide. It's an awkward bounce, but it clears out of the zone. No, it doesn't quite. It's kept in just by Ferreira. He's being battled there by Somerville, who has been such a force in this game. Morgan behind the net. She's trying to find someone in the slot. She had McKnight there, but couldn't get it to him. And in the end, a save is made by Sarge Morris once more. 35 seconds to go on the penalty. By the time the puck is dropped on this occasion, it'll be around about 20 seconds, maybe less. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. 1 goal to lead to the Rock Lobsters. Sarge Morris a little slow to get back to his feet. Another legend of the game. He's been with the iceHQ Recreational League back when it was the B League right from the very start, way back in 2019. The Reapers managed to clear it out, but it's onto the stick. And a shot and a goal. The Rock Lobsters have scored on the power play through Patterson. Just a little bit of a bobbler popped out onto his stick, and he managed to just fling it past Sarge Morris. You can see he just picks up that loose puck, and Pato puts it in the twine. 2 goals now, the lead to the Rock Lobsters with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. On the drop of the puck, it'll be 3:30. It's looking good for the Lobsters, but at the same time, 2 goals is a very tenuous lead at all, especially with stop time. We've seen a number of games get reversed around in that situation as O'Connor battles for the puck with Holder. It's stolen by the Reapers. They need to score a goal, and they need to score it pretty quick. They've got 3.5 minutes to do it in. There's a 2-goal lead now to the Rock Lobsters. Just trying to get it through there was O'Connor. He couldn't get enough onto it though, but now he steals the puck, looks around for Prentice, finds him, nice pass. Prentice shovels in the backhand and goes off to get a change. Wise decision as Nelson comes on. Nelson goes in to put some pressure onto Holder. Puck down in their feet. No one really seems to want it, but now it comes now. It's onto the stick of the Reapers, up and finding the feet of Green. Green's got O'Connor though to beat, and O'Connor just pushes him into the boards. Somerville, all he could do was dump it in as Harrison Carr has the puck. He looks up, Ice takes his time, chips it off the board, finds O'Connor under his feet. O'Connor with some room. He's got Young moving into the slot as Green comes across. The two collide. And it'll be onto the stick now. Somerville, who has a bit of room. He's trying to get past Young if he can. Young pokes the puck away from him though. Flings the puck in. Morris has to make the save. He keeps the puck alive. He knows he's got to keep the puck moving. 2.5 minutes now to go. Somerville has the puck, but Carr just chips it past him. Goes back up to Jones. Jones couldn't get it. Collette has it down in the feet, lost sight of it. Goes cross ice. Not quite sure why. She played it out of the zone. Young now has the puck. And we've got a timeout being called. I suspect it will be called by the Reapers. They're the ones that need it. They'll be looking to reset. At what time do they pull the goaltender and go 6 on 5? It's a grand final. You've got to do something. 2 goals down with 2 minutes to play. They only get a 30-second timeout, but it always goes for longer than that. Goals by Patterson and Owen and Prentice for the Rock Lobsters. For the Reapers, the goal scored by Bree Holder. And 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go. The siren indicating the end of the timeout. And you can see that both coaches pretty much ignoring that. The referee's coming over to say, hang on, come on, you're only supposed to have 30 seconds. But that never works out. Reapers need to get one in a hurry. If they can get one quickly, they're right in this game, as that will put fear into the hearts of the team currently leading, which is the Rock Lobsters. Face-off will be in the middle of the ice. Morgan on for the Rock Lobsters. And she is electric. In the development squad for the Ducks, but probably only because her Canadian citizenship still exists and Australian doesn't. We're looking to see her play for the Melbourne Ducks in the AWHL season, hopefully over this coming summer. She's in their development program for them at the moment. She's only been playing ice hockey for about a year. She's come from a ringette background in Canada. A ringette is a little bit like softball is to baseball, or netball is to basketball. Morgan goes down and tries to pick up the puck. Reapers now play cross ice, trying to find Somerville. Somerville has the puck, looks up, doesn't see much in the way of options, chips it in, but plucking it out of the sky there, McKnight. Morgan now picks the puck up, just blowing a tie there, the Reapers' defence. Morgan gets past one, gets a shot away. Morris having to chip it off into the corner. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go, 2 goals the lead. Look for them to pull the goalie, the Reapers. They're going to have to do it. They haven't done it yet. Sarge is looking for the opportunity to change. The puck's driven all the way deep down. There goes Morris now. He changes off. Reapers with the Lobsters with the puck though. They had to do it. When the puck's down the other end, it's probably their best chance. They chip it through now. Bink with a chance if he can get there first, but he's not going to. As Mackenzie gets there first, it chips the puck up high. A chance now for the Reapers if they can get it. Just over a minute to play in the game. Rock Lobsters looking to clear the puck up the boards and just get it out of the zone and turn them around if they can do that, and they do. The puck comes out of the zone, forcing all of the Reapers to have to turn around. Somerville now has got to get past McKnight. Does, gets past him. He's pushed into the corner. He winds, he shoots. He shoots again. Big juicy rebound, but back there for the Lobsters. There's plenty of defence. That was Patterson who did the right thing. Somerville has it but can't clear the puck. It's 48 seconds now to play. The puck goes all the way in deep. No icing the call. It's an empty net. The Rock Lobsters get one in now, but they're not going to because Somerville has it. Tries to put it across into the slot, but the Rock Lobsters crowding back. Owen there tries to clear the puck out of the zone. He can't do it. It's still loose. This time O'Connor dumps it all the way down. Luckily for the Reapers, it might have got in. Holder was there. 23 seconds now to play. 2 goals the margin. Hasn't been a whistle for a while. Now there's a whistle. The clock will stop. We've got an offside. It's 18.8 seconds to go. You can see the Reapers have pulled the goalie. They've gone all in. They have to. They've got to score 2 goals in 18 seconds. It can be done, Leafs fans. You know it. They've lost games from there before. Watch for the Reapers to throw everything forward as much as they can. It's a face-off just outside because it's an offside, but you can see them with the 4 forwards up high. Puck is played through, dumped out of the zone, turning them all around again. 15 seconds to Podge, tried to dump out, it wouldn't go. O'Connor's loose in the slot. Prentice looks to play it across. They doesn't need to. All he needs to do is stop the puck. Prentice looks to play it up high to Carr. Goes across into the slot, but it's played out. Players dumping all over the place. 2 seconds, 1-0, and the Rock Lobsters have won Division 6 over a very valiant Reapers who did everything they could, but the Rock Lobsters in the end took that one out. Goals to Patterson, Owen, and Prentice, whereas the Reapers won to Bree Holder. It was a fantastic game, and the Rock Lobsters, who dropped down to Division 6 after Division 5 last season, have won the Division 6 Grand Final. We'll leave that with you for this evening. We're back to bring you some more Grand Finals tomorrow. Hope you've enjoyed the show. My name's Carl Brewer, and I hope you've enjoyed the coverage we brought you of the Grand Finals here on Saturday at iceHQ.